Hey guys, it's Daniel, and this is my review of episode 14 of Power Rangers Dino SuperCharge, Silver Secret. We finally get some answers this episode regarding the Silver Ranger, as well as a focus episode on Shelby. This time around, the side story does actually end up leading to something sort of important to the plot, as well as the characters. The n-zed Boys, which is a famous boy band group in the world of Power Rangers apparently, which has also been mentioned in a couple other episodes in the past 2 seasons, is actually visiting Amber Beach in order to find a brand new member for the group. Shelby in the beginning of the episode actually runs into one of them that she sort of has a crush on in front of Tyler. Of course, she freaks out and she makes Tyler jealous, and Shelby shows interest in actually auditioning. This whole jealousy thing going on with Tyler and Shelby, with the obvious love spark, plays along throughout the episode, even through the more interesting plot, the Silver Ranger. In order to impress Shelby, Tyler agrees to audition as well, even though he gets very scared in front of crowds and there's a huge possibility of him embarrassing himself. The Rangers are called in because Miss Morgan spotted the Silver Ranger, so they actually meet him up near a rock quarry, of course, and just as they are about to bring the Silver Ranger back to the base with them, Tyler starts questioning him, as well as some of the other Rangers. He claims that Lord Arcanon has actually forced him to create 9 Dino Chargers and that he never got the chance to create one for the Titanozord. This is sort of sketchy because if you watched the last episode, it was revealed that the villains actually dropped a Dino Charger that is for the Titanozord, which Riley found on the ground after their Megazord fight. Eventually, the Silver Ranger demorphs and it's revealed that Doomwing is under the mask, one of Lord Arcanon's right-hand men that we saw in the previous episode. It is also revealed that Doomwing and the real Silver Ranger, Zenowing, is actually sharing a body. During the fight between Tyler and Doomwing actually hides a tracking device on Tyler's Dinocom. At the base, Miss Morgan and the other Rangers try to think up of a way to possibly split Zenowing away from Doomwing. This way they no longer share bodies and the Silver Energem may go back to them. Miss Morgan creates these splitting devices that they eventually test out with a baby tree on a rock, and it worked. So of course that's a good sign. Lord Arcanon and Wrench, as well as Doomwing, attempt to listen in on what the Rangers are doing through Tyler's Dinocom, but Tyler was smart enough to actually put the Dinocom into a fishbowl. This way they don't actually hear the conversations that they're having, and maybe later on they could actually attempt to use the Dinocom as a tool in order to confuse the villains. Miss Morgan's idea is to use the splitters while the Rangers are distracting Doomwing during the fight, and hopefully during the battle Doomwing may turn into Zenowing, and when that happens, apparently they could split both of them apart. Later on in the episode, the auditions for the n-zed Boys take place at the Dinobite Cafe. Shelby is actually proven to be a pretty good singer and a good contender to actually be a part of the group. Of course, when Tyler auditions, he kind of bombs, but Shelby, shocked to see Tyler there, actually helps him and they sing as a duet. They both seem pretty confident that they might be able to make it to the top. But even if they do, I don't know if they're doing this for fun or like what actually happens if they get it. Like, are they just not going to be Power Rangers anymore? Like, what was the point? Like, I don't know. The Rangers go to the rock quarry where Shelby and Tyler sort of have a conversation, and Shelby reveals that no matter what, if he's a good singer or they make it, that Tyler's always going to be a rock star to Shelby. They actually go to have a kiss, but of course Coda interrupts them before their lips meet. I'm hoping to see them kiss at least by the season finale. The Rangers meet up with Doomwing as the Silver Ranger at the rock quarry, and of course the plan ends up working. They split Zenowing and Doomwing apart. Doomwing is hit with the Magna Beam, he grows, and they have a Megazord battle, but Doomwing is proven not to be defeated when he's shrunk back to his normal size. Back at the base, Zenowing reveals that Lord Arcanon has his hands on the Dark Energem, which Keeper explained earlier on in the episode to the Rangers as being obviously an evil version of an Energem that Lord Arcanon got his hands on a very long time ago. Tyler and Shelby did not make the n-zed Boys, and one of the n-zed Boys actually offers to take her to the movies as a date, and she turns him down. The episode ends with Tyler and Shelby holding hands and walking away. This episode was pretty good. Not as good as the previous episode, but it seems to be on the right foot now. It's no longer filler episodes. This is something that contributed greatly to the plot. We see that Doomwing was actually the person that took control of the Silver Energem, and we finally have a 10th Ranger with Zenowing, even though he doesn't necessarily have the Silver Ranger powers in full yet. I feel like it's quite interesting how we have what's essentially an alien as a ranger. It's a bit of a random plot, but it's okay. I'm looking forward to maybe seeing a Zenowing focused episode about maybe how he adapts to the world or whatnot, but I doubt that considering we're getting towards the end of this season and we don't have too many episodes left. We get major growth between Tyler and Shelby's relationship, which was alluded to multiple different times throughout Dino Charge and Dino SuperCharge. Hopefully we will see this relationship grow and it won't just be something random and unimportant, and we finally get some type of a closure between these two. Doomwing proved to be super powerful. I mean, I thought the fight, even though it was Sentai footage, was a really good battle between him and the Red Ranger. I thought the fact that Zenowing was actually inside of Doomwing's body was actually way more interesting than just having Zenowing in a cell. The plot was fairly simple this time around, but it proved to be pretty entertaining for me. Overall, I'd like to give this episode a 4 out of 5. I feel like it was entertaining. We definitely got a lot of growth with the plot, but then again, Dino Charge has continued with this trend that no matter what, we have to have some type of a side story, even though this is way more useful and contributes to the main plot far more than Recipe for Disaster with Chase making the cake. It sort of annoys me how they can't just give character growth during the main plot, that we're getting these side plots that are sort of silly and unnecessary. I suppose it is necessary to put comedy in it to make it appeal to kids, but as an older viewer, it's just something that I could do without and would rather just prefer them focus on the main story and maybe do more than just intertwine small things with it. I really don't think that we're gonna get much out of Shelby and Tyler's relationship, unfortunately, because of the silly restrictions that they may still have in place. Lord Arcanon is back on the ship, not really doing anything except barking orders. Hopefully he will be a more active villain than maybe Sledge was. If you enjoyed this video review, please give it a thumbs up, and if you want to see more Power Rangers Dino SuperCharge reviews, please click the subscribe button. I'd really appreciate it. Also, you guys can follow me on social media at blackandblue572 on Instagram and Twitter. More video reviews are definitely on the way. Thank you guys so much for watching. Bye!